In this video, I'll be showing you the easiest way to migrate your OpenClaw agent to another server. If you're switching from one VPS to another VPS, this video is for you. Because personally, when I started off playing around with OpenClaw, I used the Amazon EC2 instance, which was a very popular choice last month, back when a lot of YouTube beginner videos were suggesting this one, especially with the M7i Flex Large, because it has 8 gigabytes of memory, which is really a lot. Turns out I learned that this can really wreck your bills, okay? Because even though this is a free plan, I heard horror stories that because you need your credit card information to sign up for this free plan, there are people out there that actually got charged out of nowhere after running out of free credits. Some of these costs go up to like $100 per month, which is really scary. And when I learned that yesterday, I'm like, okay, I need to get out of here. I'm switching to another server. So I switched to Zebra, choosing Tencent as the provider. This is really good. 2 gigabytes of memory is actually more than enough to be a personal assistant. If you're going for that 8 gigabyte memory, that's actually an overkill. Okay, that's more so for like gaming servers where you need intense workload 24/7 for like hundreds or thousands of people to play the game. But 2 gigabytes and 4 gigabytes is more than enough. It's just $2 per month, and you have full access to your server, which is great. Michael did a full video about this. Tag is up there if you want to check it out. So I'll just show you the easiest way you can do to migrate to another server. And that is to just get your OpenClaw agent to do it for you, okay? And the tricky part here is the prompt, because what are you looking for if you're asking your agent to migrate? So here's what I said. I said, hey Jeff, that's the name of my OpenClaw agent. I want to migrate you to another server. What's the best way to do this? Can you compress your working directly? The OpenClaw directory, so the entire file directory of your OpenClaw agent, can you compress that and then make a document on what you deployed and worked on so we can migrate? Basically, just make a big zip file, okay? So Jeff took about 2 minutes, created the migration package in a zip file containing my full working directory, my config and state files, and the documentation for the migration guide in a markdown file. So once you have your zip file, you'll need the credentials of your new Zebra server, which is your IP address, your username, which is Ubuntu, and your SSH password. Now, this is not a good practice to just paste your secret keys like that directly in chat. The proper standard is to, put it in a .env file and then paste it in the chat. But I was lazy. I just said, here you go, and save the password in your .env file, then upload the files over. So that process took about a minute for me. Jeff said it's done. It's already uploaded to the new server. So we got the zip file in the new file directory, which is really helpful if you have a Terminus. Okay, so here's a pro tip here. If you're using Terminal, it's better to use Terminus if you are a beginner, because this is so much more user-friendly. You have full access and view of the entire file directory of your OpenClaw agent right here. And what you want to see is the migration zip file right here. So just double-click it, open it, and it'll open in your local files. And what you want to do is move the local files over to here, and you'll see your migration package. Then, to make sure everything is in place, what you're going to want to do is in your terminal, or in the terminal of your Terminus right here, is to just run these commands, which is installing OpenClaw, just to make sure it's already in fact installed, because in some cases if you type OpenClaw, it'll say command not found. So if that's the case, just reinstall it again. And no worries, nothing is wiped out because you have the full file directory already migrated. You just need the software to launch it again. Then start gateway and check your config files. Okay? You can do that manually, or you can just ask OpenClaw to do it for you. And there we go. Migration is complete. You'll be able to see the IP address of your new server. Now, another pro tip here is if you're a bit sus of the intelligence of your OpenClaw, because I think some models can be dumb, is you can manually check first before you migrate, what you're going to want to do, okay, so before you start the migration process, what you're going to want to do is copy and paste this command into your terminal or in your terminus. And what this does is it shows you the complete file directory in this tree format for you to see. It's gonna look something like this after you've pasted it, okay? It's really long because it contains everything your OpenClaw has. And you can just take a screenshot of this, just make sure that that's there, okay? Then do that migration process, then paste this again, then in your new server, in your new terminal, in your new terminus, just copy and paste this one again, just to double check yourself manually, nothing is missing. Okay, so that's really the most straightforward and easiest way you can do this. Now there's some limitations here because this is very easy. This is super effective for OpenClaw agents that are pretty simple. So you don't have any complicated cron jobs, or you don't have any, a lot of sub agents. This is super helpful. This is very relevant to beginners, I'd say. But if you are, an advanced or you're an expert user of OpenClaw with a very sophisticated architecture, then you'd need to do it manually for some of the steps, just to make sure nothing is missing in the migration process. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below, or if you have any suggestions or a better approach to the migrating process, let us know as well. Remember to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, join Discord if you want to be a part of our community, where we're just going to be updating what we're doing with AI tools and all the cool stuff every single day. Link is in the description and in the pinned comments down below. All right, boys, take good care of yourselves. My name is Ron. Shana now.